Hello Cancer, how are you? This is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do your April 2020 general reading. If it's only general, it may not resonate with everybody. Well, absolutely won't. But if it does, take what does, leave what doesn't. If you enjoy the reading, if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you could be here. I hope you come back again. And if you've been here before, I do appreciate the support. I have already shuffled the cards. I was just mix them up again. And oops, we will get started in a tick. Hope everybody's doing all right. All right. All right, we're going to start out with the Celtic Cross. I'll put the cards down, we'll talk on them, and then I'll clarify them as we go if anything needs to be clarified. Okay. All right. Got the Eight of Cups, and that's the central issue. And the King of Wands. Okay, and that's what's crossing you. That could actually be somebody in your environment or a feeling that you are taking on, like an energy that you're taking on. And I don't know necessarily crossing you, but it might be something that's slowing you down in whatever it is you're trying to do. But we'll get there and find out. All right, let's see. The Emperor is what lies below. Okay, this is in your deep subconscious. In your past energy, we got the Knight of Swords. The likely possibilities. So we have Knight of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords in your likely possibilities. And then your immediate future, we're getting the Six of Cups. And then we have, oops, for yourself, I have the King of Pentacles. Your environment is the Nine of Swords. Oops. The Five of Wands, and that one comes up. Your hopes and fears. And your outcome will be the Eight of Wands. Okay? Let's see how we could turn this out. All right. Okay, so your central issue is this feeling to move on, or this needing to move on, or leaving things that no longer serve you. It's like maybe it's a job, could be a relationship, could be friends, could be family, could be a home, could be about anything. Anything that you feel like is no longer working for you. Because you see, he put like a lot of hard work into this. And you know, made it beautiful and all pretty and nice, and then it's kind of like that feeling of, okay, yeah, I can't do anything more with this. So it's no longer serving you or how you want it to be. And then the energy that I have crossing you is a King of Wands. I love this guy's face. He reminds me of like the happy uncle at the family reunion type person. But he is incredibly charismatic. He is a natural-born leader. People want to follow him. He can be a little harsh at times. He can be bossy occasionally. He feels like he could be maybe a supervisor, a manager in your midst, somebody you work for, or a person you're around a lot. And that's like the energy that's projecting to me. So maybe this individual or person, I mean, this is like a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. It doesn't have to be, though. It doesn't have to be, and doesn't even have to be a man. They're not gender specific. But this is the energy that's around you. And when it's crossing you, this might be something where you are wanting to move away from, you want to leave that situation behind that person's in. So it could very well be a person in authority around where you are. Because then we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is, this is in like your subconscious. He is an incredibly strong energy. And when you think of the energy, when you think of the emperor, he is like the king of kings, all right? They might be running their kingdom, but he's running all of them. So he's above that. He's authority, very focused. And I'm thinking, what it feels like is if you were leaving this behind, because it was no longer working for you, this is where you want to go. This is where your head is. Like, you want to be a part of, you want to feel like the emperor. So maybe you're taking a promotion. Maybe you're looking into like greener pastures type thing. That maybe it's this job it's not serving you, and you know that you could do better elsewhere. So that's what's in your mind. Like, you're thinking, okay, well, what if I go here? What if I do that? Now, the Knight of Swords, this is like a really quick message. This is in your past, and this was like coming out to you fast, or kind of like in a flurry of excitement. So maybe you were meeting up with people. Maybe you were, looking on the internet. Something in a sense where you got this message to you that you could move on from this. And it put this emperor feeling in your head, because this is where you really want to be. This is how you really want to be. You want to be the head of something. You don't want to follow somebody. And then the Two of Swords, you have like this is like a serious decision that you need to make, or a difficult decision that you need to make. It's a matter of making the decision, I guess, because it is for like the possible outcomes, or not even so much that, but yeah, okay, what can actually happen is the decision has to be made to cause the outcome to become possible. And then when you have your immediate future, you got the Six of Cups. Now, this is like nostalgia and remembering certain things, maybe remembering things from your childhood, or people from your childhood, or like reunions, or people coming back from the past, or just like you're running into old friends or whatever. So I'm wondering if that's interesting. Let's see. All right, well, we got the King of Pentacles. Now, he's like strong, he's sturdy. He's willing to work hard to get where he wants to go, to get what he wants to have. And that's your energy. That's you. That's yourself in this spread. And that fits with you saying, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to get the energy of the Emperor. And so you know that you're going to have to work hard to do it. And now the Nine of Swords is like, okay, now I feel like a little bit stressed. I feel a little bit overdone. Maybe you weren't staying in your lane per se. But I think you just had a lot of pressure about it, because you wanted to do it, but you weren't sure how it was going to go. And then the Five of Wands that came up. And like your hopes and fears. So this was in your environment. So your environment was stressing you out a little bit. So it was causing you issues. And the Five of Wands, well, this is like maybe some conflict going on. Like, is it possible that it feels like that there was a conflict going on with your decision? I don't know if it's an internal conflict, but it's very possible that I'm gonna clarify these, see if I can get anything else about that. Because then the Eight of Wands is here, and this is the outcome, and this is just, you're moving on. It's like a movement. So I don't know if you're moving to go to a new job, or if you're just moving from the job, like the decision was made. Let's see what I could clarify. All right. What can you tell me about the Two of... No, let's see. The Emperor. What can you tell me about the Emperor card for Cancer, April 2020? What can you tell me about Emperor? Why is the Emperor here? Okay, the Queen of Staffs. All right. Now she is, again, charismatic, fiery energy. She is a leader. And she came out over the Emperor, and I'm thinking, if when you made this switch and got out of this position that wasn't feeling right to you anymore, that you didn't want anymore, you came over and took on the Queen of Staffs energy. It's the same as Wands. Or is it possibly she is a new, it doesn't have to be her, but it's possible that she's a new supervisor or somebody that's over you for this short time. What about the Two of Swords? What can you tell me about the Two of Swords for Cancer in April? Something flipped. Alright, what can you tell me about the Two of Swords in April? Alright, the Ace of Swords. Okay. Now that tells me it's a brand new start. Okay, that's a brand new start happening with that Two of Swords decision. So when you make that decision for the Two of Swords, that's everything starting new. Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? I don't know. I feel like, just when I was thinking about it, I feel like that, if you're going to move, maybe. Alright, Six of Cups came up with the Seven of Swords. Oops. Okay. Now that can sometimes be a sneaky energy, but that's not what this feels like. This almost feels like I'm grabbing my swords and I'm going home. Alright, like, that's what it feels like. Like, this is like home base feeling. Like, that's where you're going to start this new. I don't know if it's a job, selling a house, buying a house. I don't know how this is going to work out, but that's what it feels like. There's something with people from your past. And you're moving in maybe a stealthy way. Maybe you're not trying to rock too many boats. Because you're not trying to make it a big thing. You don't want people to know that that's what you plan on doing. So maybe when you decided to make this decision, you decided to keep it to yourself until it was already moved into. Alright, so we got the King of Pentacles, and we know that's you. Let's see the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. What can you tell me about the Nine of Swords for Cancer? Can you tell me about the Nine of Swords for Cancer? Alright, the Four of Cups. Alright, so maybe alright, this feels like that there might have been not so much boredom, but dissatisfaction. So maybe if you were taking this leap, that you thought it was going to be easier or better than it was, and then it turned out to be not what you wanted it to be. because he feels like he should have had the 4 cups to begin with, and he only got 3, so he feels like he missed out on something. So do you feel like you missed something, or are you going to feel like you missed something because of actions that were taken beforehand? From the Five of Wands, because there's a conflict going on, and I'm not sure. So I'm thinking if the Nine of Swords came up in your environment, and then you got the 4 cups on top of that, I think that was like, it was like kind of, you thought it was going to be all, you know, rainbows and roses type of feeling, but it wasn't. So it wasn't as wonderful as you thought it would be. And not saying that it won't get wonderful, but right now, or not right now, but in the future, in April, or, time's fluid. It could be happening right now. It could be happening next month, the month after. But, and if this resonates with you, you'll know it's you. But I'm thinking, yeah, so it wasn't so great, and then the conflict happened with this Five of Wands. And I don't know if this was a conflict all on your own, or with people involved, which it could have been. Tell me about the Five of Wands, please. Please tell me about the Five of Wands. Nope, too many. Alright, let's see. One card for the Five of Wands, please. One card for the Five of Wands. Give me one card for the Five of Wands. Oh, 2. Alright, oh, I got the Ace of Coins. And Judgment. And that's what makes it feel like to me, alright? The Ace of Coins is the beginning of a whole new, like, tangible gaining of something, right? Something that, it could be money, it could be work skills, like kudos, something that you can hold on to, all right? Something very material. And then the Judgment coming in, I feel like it's kind of, you were making a judgment, which was causing the conflict. So I think it was an internal conflict with you. You were making the judgment that it wasn't as best as it could have been, or it should have been. But then with the Eight of Wands, you decided to continue with the movement, and you're going to keep continuing because you couldn't make it better. It possibly was a good opportunity, and just a matter that you thought it was going to be the grass is always greener kind of feeling, but it didn't hold up to that. But so you made a judgment call based on it and said, okay, well, I can still make it. So the conflict was you. It was an internal conflict for you. Okay, yeah. And then we got the moving on again, and that came out under, right on top of the Eight of Wands. So 8, the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. And that's moving. You are, again, it doesn't serve you. There's no reason to stay. So I think it's like, in April, that's when you decide to make this fully happen. And like I said, you're going under, not trying to be loud about it, not trying to make it, this big announcement, hi, I'm out of here. And I keep looking over this Queen of Staffs, and I'm not exactly sure what her part is on this. Because the Emperor was a feeling that I think you had, that you wanted to be able to have. So you didn't really want to work for where you were working, or you didn't want to work for anybody in that sense. But this Queen of Staffs, I think that she feels like she would have been somebody in your environment, possibly the new environment, or somebody that was in the old environment, but a friendly feeling. So maybe she's the one who actually knew what was going on, or he. Doesn't matter. Sex means nothing. But all right, if this resonates with you, you'll know. You'll hear it and you'll know it. But if you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, I would love to hear from you if you want to write me a comment. And yeah, what else? Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. If you've been here before, again, I appreciate the support. If this is your first time, I hope you come on back and see me again, okay? Thank you. Have a good April.